Battle Crow, The Crawling Girl, Book 2, a post-apocalyptic survival thriller written by Kim Petersen, narrated by Chelsea Stevens.
1. The only real cell is the one between our ears, but I was too young back then to figure it out. The days passed in a smoldering blur of blinding afternoon sun and frigid nights with the odor of human feces. The prisoner's sweat smelled like desperation, impossible to ignore and laced with hopelessness. I hadn't inhaled the forest air for days, and although the high desert provided some relief from the humidity, it punished us with ungodly heat. I felt my heart racing, my eyes buzzing in their sockets. The bars of the cage had rubbed the skin raw on my lower back. I'd grown accustomed to the sounds of horseshoes clipping against the compacted desert sand, a thin layer of silicon covering the old asphalt trails. The constant rattling of the caged bars had become a soothing friend, something to distract me from my thoughts. My focus kept coming back to memories of Asher, helplessly watching him collapse to the ground in a flurry of arrows fired by Crow soldiers. I pulled my legs tight against my chest, clasping my fingers over my knees to hold them steady as I tried not to lean back against the rusty bars. Whoever these criminals were, they had put all of us hydrants in a locked cart pulled by horses, an animal's cage on wheels. One of the kids they'd captured looked at me, his blistered lips opening and his wide-set brown eyes sunken, but staring into mine. I just can't. He leaned his head back against the iron bars, proceeding to knock his head against them repeatedly. Rust flaked onto his shoulders, and a trickle of blood mixed with the sweat rolling down his neck. Shut up. Even whispering those two words broke open the sores on the inside of my mouth. You can, and you will. I had become a prisoner like the others in the cart. The filthy men who captured me had pushed me into the rusty cage like herded cattle, cracking whips, cursing, and spitting tobacco in our faces. Baylock and the twins had been ushered onto another cart before setting off in the opposite direction. That was the last I'd seen of them. An endless blue spread from one barren horizon to the other. I hadn't seen water in a bottle or in a lake in days, and I felt as though my soul had shriveled. In my entire life, I'd never spent so much time away from it. We'd traveled east, that much I knew based on the motion of the sun. From what I could remember of my grandfather's stories, we had to have been in the high desert, in a land once known as Nevada. Far.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?